by Cake Wallet, the easiest open source wallet to store Bitcoin, Monero, and Litecoin securely on mobile and desktop devices. When buying, selling, and exchanging crypto or trading for gift cards, Cake Wallet ensures privacy and security, giving you the keys to your coins. Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to the Daily Zest. I'm your host, Randi Hipper, here today on a lovely Wednesday. Shout out to the midweek Zest. Oh, yeah. Guys, oh boy. Oh freaking boy. Oh boy. Guys, I have so much news for you. I don't even know how to get started today. I was literally looking at the news and I was thinking, where do I even start? Besides the fact that I'm about to get slammed with a hurricane that could be a Category 3 or a Category 4, and I'm scared. I'm freaking scared. Guys, if you're ready for the zest of news and the education pre-hurricane, make sure you smash the like, subscribe to the channel, share this stream out with friends, so more people know what's going on here. And as you say good morning to me and I'm saying good morning to you, check out our 3 amazing sponsors of the show, which includes Cake Wallet, Market Cipher, use code ZESTY for 15% off, and then head over to Gemini, where you trade $100 in crypto, get 15 bucks in Bitcoin. Woo!
Oh my God!
Say good morning to me, please. Crypto farmers on multiple platforms. NP, hello. Saul, good morning. We have Allset, Black Hat, my girl Alexandra G, my G. Dust says, why do you have so many accounts? This is my only TikTok, so please make sure you're following this one. Always check the spelling and go to missteencrypto.com if you have any confirmations you need to do on my socials. Moatimus, good morning. Who else we have? We have Black Hat, nice to see you. Mike Volmer's chilling. He got his emojis yesterday. David Bowles, Brinko Savage, Bulldog Eric, good morning. Joe Harvey, good morning. Tubin Jar, what's up? Squeaky, nice to see you. Destroyer 1911 is here. Casper, good morning. Crimson is on next. Good morning to you. Crypto Surfer, much love to you. Mercy says, glad to be here. Well, it's nice to see you, my friend. We have board trading charts with an eyeball emoji. I see you, my friend. I see you. We have CryptoWhisper.sage. Good morning. We have Juan. Nice to see you. Good morning. Canadian Miner is here. Alberto. Curtis. Good morning, Curtis. You're on X instead of on YouTube. That's interesting. That is interesting, my friend Curtis. We have Cole, good morning. Double O, what's up? Max is asking how the storm is. We didn't get hit with it yet. Currently, there's sunlight outside. It was a little cloudy before there's sunlight now, right? Empire with the Rose and John. Yeah, so there was like some clouds, but now it's sunny. And I think we're supposed to get hit like tonight, this afternoon, something to that extent. I don't like it. I'm scared. And I'm going to be on the stream to cope. So that's my plan, right? David G and Auto, cough, cough. Yeah, I'm a little scared. So can I have heart emojis in the chat, please? Can I have some, like, can I have some help? Where are the other two? My dad and my sister are actually out right now. They're trying to get some last-minute hurricane supplies. And like I said, I'm scared. Wait, do I hear them? Am I crazy? I think I hear them. I think they're coming in the house now. But they had to go to Publix last minute. And yeah, so I'm here right now. And I'm probably going to stream extra if I have the mental capacity for it, because I'm going to be scared. So we're going to be here on the stream. I did bake some cookies. Oh my gosh, I forgot to grab my cookies. Saul, hello. Thank you, everybody. Hello, everyone. All right, guys, let's get started with the show. I'll show you some cookies later. I'll get the cookies. But also, guys, we have a goal of 150 likes, 150 live viewers, so please smash the likes and share. Also, guys, we have a goal of 17,205 subscribers, which is only about 4 away, so please pump it up this morning.
Pump it up. You got to pump it up.
Oh my gosh, guys, we have so much Gary Gensler news, but we have to do charts first, and then we'll get to SBF and Caroline Ellison from FTX, and then we'll get to Gary Gensler when more people are in the stream, because I know so many people want to see this, so let's get after it. Also, guys, we have the market recap. Give me a second. We have the market recap right now. Take a gander. Chill. Oh, boy. Oh, taking a hit. But we have Hex that is up 8%. Sweet. That's up 8%. Rune is up 6. So we have Link that is the same, 6.2. And then we have Ondo. We have a few alts that are doing good. Surprisingly, Doge is in the red out of all of these bubbles. But
It is what it is.
Bruh. It is what it is.
Oh yeah, it is what it is. Let's take a gander at these charts. We have Bitcoin this morning battling the 200-day SMA, closing right above it yesterday at around 64K. And this morning we opened at 64 and are struggling with that 64,000. We're at 63,658, down 0.97%.
Oh my God.
I just want to pass 64,000, forget about the 200-day SMA, and move on with our lives. But the bear scenario is $60,000. As we had a red dot that was printed a few days ago in Market Cipher, holding us down a little bit. And the money flow is nearing that zero line once again when it just turned green. And then we have the VWAP that is below the zero line this morning, as well as the RSI that is absolutely pumped, super bullish, except that we are having a little bit of a decline, a little bit of a cool off, which I think it's fine for the RSI to cool off and makes sense when you look at it like that. But then you have the 200-day SMA that just makes you want to yell and scream and shout. Yeah, it's very frustrating. And then we have Ethereum as we take a gander at that. Crypto Surfer, a member of the Zesty fam for 13 months, said, "Let the zest be with you all." Oh boy, Douglas is in the chat. Hello, Douglas. And no G just got here. That's hilarious. Guys, the Bitcoin ETFs remove...
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Zesty, the best tie.
The best IE. The best IE. Thank you, Douglas. Welcome to the show. Happy Japan. Hope you're doing well over there. Guys, Bitcoin ETFs removed nearly 5 times daily supply as the ETH ETFs see a strong rebound, and a lot of people were saying ETH ETFs are dead. Oh no. Yeah, the FUD is over. The FUD is over. But Ethereum is down around 1.5% today. We're at $2,614, where we're struggling with the 2650 level. And so our bearish level to watch is 2370. Bullish, though, is 2770. As we do see the momentum slipping just a little bit, and it could indicate maybe a red dot being printed soon. Also, the VWAP is heading towards that zero line as well, and the money flow is picking up but looking flat. RSI, my friends. We're looking at the RSI. It is mid-bull range. However, it is taking a dip, maybe evening itself out before a next move. Guys, I don't know what's going to happen. All I know is that there's a lot of FUD, and the volume is not a lot. So to be at $2,600 with not a lot of volume, I would say is pretty good. I would say is pretty good. Right, Crimson? Oh boy, guys, smash the like, share this out with friends. Let's go. Also, guys, we have Litecoin this morning, $66.76. Above the $63 level, bullishly, we're looking at 75 and the $76 200-day SMA. Bearish level is $63 as always. And then we have a red dot that was just printed here on Market Cipher, pulling down this momentum. And we have the green money flow that's slightly there. I would like to keep it. And the VWAP is below that zero line, which is a little bit bearish. But we are up 0.15%, so maybe Litecoin's looking to turn around as the RSI is bullish and looking a little bit bullish this morning. Right, Mike Vecchio? So this is what we're looking at for our 3 main coins that we look at, or 3 main coins. And we're going to proceed. We're going to proceed as we take a look at something that's a little bit interesting with the news, and I think is complete debauchery in the fact that this is why I always say that the news is theater, that politics is theater, because of stupid stuff like this that comes out to just distract everybody from the main point of what's going on. It's like both distractions, which is the diddler and SBF with FTX case happening yesterday. The CEO of Alameda Research, which is SBF's girlfriend, Caroline Ellison, completely threw him under the bus, is now known as probably the biggest snitch in history. She got sentenced yesterday. We're going to get into that. Before we do that, though, SBF is sharing a little jail with the diddler. And I can't say his full name. I don't think I should because nasty. Anyway, apparently Mr. Diddler moved into the same jail housing unit as SBF, according to sources. So he was arrested last week, the Diddler, on allegations of disgusting things and is being housed in the same living space of SBF in Brooklyn. Now, how believable is this? I would say none. I would say not believable at all. This, I believe, is absolutely ridiculous, super dumb, especially because, honestly, I've never seen SBF in a jumpsuit, an orange jumpsuit. I've never seen a picture of him going into the jail, never saw him coming out of the jail, and we never saw that with Diddler as well. Never saw him in a jumpsuit, never saw him go into a jail. All of a sudden, there's some stuff going on with him. Absolute nastiness. And it just shows corruption. Both of these people, this is corruption. I'm not going to go too deep into that because then I might get canceled. I'm over it. It's nasty, disgusting people. Moving on. We have Caroline Ellison now that we moved past SBF and his new buddy in jail, that both of them are very connected with people that they donate to, being that SBF is the second largest donor to our current president, right, Cletus? Nasty people. Ugh. Need a shower. Ugh. Dirty Diddler.
Bruh.
Now let's move on, guys, because we have FTX Alameda Research news. You guys remember Caroline Ellison, who said that she doesn't even need a math degree and stop losses are not a good way to trade.
Yeah, absolutely could pull it off without my math degree. Use very little math. Use a lot of elementary school math. Being comfortable with risk is very important. We tend not to have things like stop losses. I think those aren't necessarily a great risk management tool. I'm trying to think of a good example of a trade where I've lost a ton of money. Well, I don't know. I probably don't want to go into specifics too much with that.
Caroline, sweet Caroline, has been sentenced to 2 years in prison, plus has to forfeit $11 billion. Oh boy, this is the news. Former Alameda Research CEO Caroline Ellison was sentenced to 24 months or 2 years in prison by a federal judge. She's only 29 years old and has completely destroyed her life. She'll have to forfeit about $11 billion and could serve the sentence at a minimum security facility near Boston, where her family lives. She'll also spend 3 years on supervised release after she serves her term. So this is wild because, she's known as the biggest snitch in history now and has to forfeit $11 billion with a darn B. That means she had a lot of money. And how much money did they really steal from people? That she has $11 billion. Didn't SBF have to forfeit a few billion himself? Yeah, the same as her. I believe it was $11 billion. And so SBF also had to pay up. He's spending 25 years in prison, although he is set to appeal this. Ryan Salam. So Caroline is going to be spending 2 years in prison. Also, again, $11 billion. 3 years of supervised parole or whatever it is. And yeah, biggest snitch in history. As we also know that her co-conspirators, which is Ryan Salam, who is about to surrender himself quite soon in the next few weeks to go to jail for 7.5 years. He tweeted this yesterday. Quick reminder that SBF and Caroline, only one of them ever directly asked me to make political contributions, and it was Caroline. So at this point, Ryan is so butthurt. He literally went on X and said, "You, Caroline." Like, that's literally what he said. Threw her right under the bus.
You're welcome. Thank you. You're welcome.
That hick when you were talking about the SEC made me laugh. It was so genuine. Also, free my Queen Caroline.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you, Antonio. Thank you. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Oh my gosh. I decided next time I speak in this chat will only be if you straighten your hair starting now. No, you're kind of like mean, Gio. And it means you don't like me for me. So means you don't love me for me, Gio. Thought you would love me for me. I thought you liked who I was. Apparently not. So Ryan is coming out. He is so butthurt. He's so upset. We also know Gary Wang and a few other people associated with FTX are going to be sentenced quite soon. And they think that Caroline's sentence was a little bit interesting compared to SBF's. But again, she was the biggest snitch. FTX on TikTok says, poor me. That's actually hilarious. Oh, because it's a picture of Caroline. Oh my gosh, that's so hilarious. Guys, we got Caroline Ellison over there on TikTok. Welcome, Caroline. Keep the girls, boo. Thank you. Everyone's coming after Gio. You should. Guys, we had the House members, Congress, coming after Gary Gensler. Guys, I need Gary Gensler emojis because he's a...
Hucksters, fraudsters, scam artists, Ponzi schemes.
Oh my... I have a sound for this.
Oh my God.
Thank you, Caroline. Caroline likes the blue dress. Listen, Caroline, I should be you for Halloween. Guys, please go on YouTube because if you're on TikTok, you will not hear any of the videos, and most of the show today is going to be videos because I have so many of them that we need to talk about. Now, the U.S. House members are demanding crypto answers from SEC leaders. This includes Gary Gensler, and it includes Hester Peirce, who people are saying is the crypto mama, even though she doesn't want to be the crypto mama. Now, there was a hearing. This was titled Oversight of the SEC, marked the first time all 5 commissioners appeared together before the committee since 2019. Gary Gensler appeared alongside Carolyn Crenshaw, Jamie Lizarraga, Hester Peirce, and Mark Ueda. Surprisingly, they didn't get answers to the pressing questions, which is how do you define a digital asset security? And is ETH a security? Because Prometheum, this SEC-regulated company, is a security-only custody platform that quite literally has Ethereum there, although it's a commodity. Why in the world do we have SEC-regulated companies that just get to make up their own rules, but gosh forbid, anybody starts a crypto exchange or starts a token and then they get scrutinized? It makes no sense. This is why I think they're hucksters, fraudsters, scam artists, and Ponzi schemers, because they only benefit themselves and the top. It's always the top melting down to the bottom, and it's nasty. I don't like it. Now, Patrick McHenry, again, who is leading the House Financial Committee. Oh, he's the chairman. He's actually really good. I think he's pretty good, Patrick McHenry. And so he went on CNBC and was talking about what he wants to expect from that hearing before it started. And so this is what he said, and I really like it. I really like what he said here.
SEC Chair Gary Gensler scheduled to testify later this morning in front of the House Financial Services Committee. On the agenda could be everything from crypto regulation to climate disclosures. Join us now, Republican Congressman Patrick McHenry of North Carolina. He's the chairman of the Financial Services Committee. And where do you want it to go today, Mr. Chairman?
Well, the purpose of the hearing is to show what a post-Gensler regime can look like at the Securities Exchange Commission. And this is certainly the buildup of 4 years of mismanagement of the rogue agency, or active bad management of this rogue agency.
Period.
What we want to do is provide clarity on what it should look like, with a balance on more towards capital formation than taking ad hoc action to sue people and to make headlines, but to actually provide some level of clarity for investors. That's what we want in a post-Gensler regime. And that's what we hope to highlight today in today's hearing.
When is there going to be a post-Gensler regime?
Well, we're going to find that out. We've got 2 presidential candidates, and we want to hear from them on these issues of capital formation, both for crypto, for market certainty. We don't know the Harris approach. It could be the Biden approach, since...
Exactly. Where is the approach? Say something.
She is the vice president in this administration. We know the Trump approach with the Clayton regime was a very solid one at the SEC, and markets flourished. So we want to hear from the candidates on for their perspective on what the SEC should be, and we've yet.
Well, we have known that Donnie T said that he would fire Gary Gensler on day 1.
To hear that from the Harris campaign.
Well, it sounds like it could be a contentious hearing, and it's certainly, this is from your side of the aisle, we're hearing, I'm sure the other side of the aisle thinks Gensler's done a phenomenal job.
Well, not all of them. In fact, we've had bipartisan opposition to many of his acts as chair of the SEC. We had in FIT 21, our market structure bill for crypto. We had 71 Democrats vote with all the House Republicans, 2/3 of the House voting in favor of this regime, which is, I think, a large rebuke of his actions when it comes to crypto. So I think it's going to be interesting to hear from both parties on today's hearing and to see how that positions. It will be contentious because we have the full Securities Exchange Commission.
So, as he said, Patrick McHenry, this is a rogue regime. This is a rogue agency. And you know what, my girl over here from Charlene from Tokens Magazine, she said the SEC is a rogue agency, the FAA, the CDC, the FBI, all of them are rogue agencies, completely corrupt agencies. And we need to be able to, this is why Doge, Department of Government Efficiency, audit the federal government. Who's working, who's not, what's going on, who's doing the right thing, and who's corrupt. Get them out. This is Patrick McHenry's opening for this whole little debacle that went down yesterday. Take a look.
Today's hearing is to conduct oversight of the Securities and Exchange Commission. Based on recent actions taken by Chair Gensler and the majority, it's easy to forget the Securities and Exchange Commission is independent, led by a bipartisan commission. It's not solely run by the chair or a single agency head. That's why it's so critical for Congress and the American people to hear the diverse viewpoints of the full commission, which is why we have the full commission here today. Today, all 5 commissioners are testifying before our committee for the first time since 2019. A lot is.
Please answer the question, though. How are some of these people first testifying since 2019? The entire time this administration has been in office, they have not said a word. Isn't that really sus? Especially because Jerome Powell hasn't spoken to our current leader in over 2 years. Sounds a little dirty to me.
It's changed since then in our markets, the broader economy, and at the SEC itself. Unfortunately, not for the better. Under Chair Gensler, the SEC has become a rogue agency. It routinely exploits its authority to the detriment of our capital markets, innovation, and the American people. Chair Gensler recently said, quote, "We at the SEC live within the laws as Congress passes them," close quote. Unfortunately, nothing could be further from the truth. Don't take my word for it. A wide array of federal judges appointed by presidents from both parties have noted that the lawless nature of Chair Gensler's tenure by overturning rulemakings and enforcement actions. And enforcement actions after enforcement actions, it's overturned. This includes the proxy advisory rule, the private fund disclosure rule, the stock buyback rule, the debt box rule, grayscale, Ripple, enforcement issues, the list goes on and on.
Let's include Library, let's include Binance, let's include every single company that this SEC has set to obliterate and destroy because they're
hucksters.
It's not just for the courts to opine here. And it's not just the courts who've taken issue with Chair Gensler's reckless agenda. More than 250 members of Congress from both parties have signed letters, dozens of letters, in fact, opposing actions taken by the SEC. Chair Gensler has proposed a slew of major interconnected rules that exceed the SEC's statutory authority, often with inadequate justification, economic analysis, and public engagement.
See, they even said, why is the SEC coming after these companies when they don't even have the jurisdiction to do that? They don't even have the legal basis to come after these people. They don't even have the legal fundamental to say what is a security and what's not. It's the one question that didn't even get answered yesterday. And Gary Gensler is so embarrassing for this industry. And if you take a look at the answers he gave yesterday, it was just as bad as him saying he likes rom-coms on Netflix and that he's allergic to cats. Meow, meow. Oh, wow, I was going to say something so horrible. Go on.
But what stands out in this massive rulemaking agenda is the fact that Chair Gensler's failed to propose a single rule focused exclusively on facilitating capital formation, a key pillar of the Commission's statutory mission. This is in stark contrast to our committee. We've passed more than 20 bipartisan bills through the House of Representatives to strengthen public markets, help small businesses access capital, increase opportunities for all investors. Let me repeat, bipartisan bills. It appears only at Chair Gensler's SEC that capital formation becomes a partisan priority. And that's not the only area the SEC has ignored the bipartisan consensus of the American people's elected representatives. In May, the House passed FIT 21 to create clear rules of the road and provide robust consumer protections in the digital asset ecosystem. More than two-thirds of the House, including 71 Democrats, rejected Chair Gensler's approach to digital assets by supporting clarity and consumer protection with the passage of FIT 21. Yet, true to form, Chair Gensler has doubled down on regulation by enforcement. Without the regulatory clarity and consumer protections in FIT 21, the United States will continue to fall behind Europe in technological innovation and adoption.
Exactly. You even have Dems, which are typically very anti-crypto, telling Gary Gensler we need clarity. The thing is, a lot of these Dems that want the clarity are ones that voted against the CBDC Anti-Surveillance State Act, which the CBDC Anti-Surveillance State Act enabled the blocking, the official illegality of CBDC, saying no CBDCs. Not in the United States. However, a lot of Dems said, hey, man, we want CBDC. So remember all of their names. But also we need clarity. And the reason that some people want clarity is because they want the negative clarity. And I don't understand why they would do that. I really don't understand. I don't. And speaking of SAB 121, this is something that I find extremely sus. Extremely sus. Where in the world do we have a government that has checks and balances? It's supposed to be in the United States, but it seems as though, again, this is an undemocratic process with no checks and balances, and these are unelected bureaucrats that get to do whatever they want. Especially when Hester Peirce, which I like her, I think she said some really good stuff here. However, she says that they're allowing particular entities to bypass the SEC rule, SAB 121, preventing regulated financial institutions from custodying crypto. Again, Gary does not answer this question. Hester does. And she also says something that's also very important, and we're going to get to after this point with SAB 121.
Passing my resolution under the CRA to repeal the...
Also, shout out to Mike Flood. This guy, Mike Flood, I felt like he was really savage yesterday. Really savage.
Passing my resolution under the CRA to repeal the bulletin with support from Majority Leader Chuck Schumer in the Senate before it was eventually vetoed by the Biden-Harris administration. We are now hearing that the SEC's Office of the Chief Accountant is engaging in conversations with some market participants on a case-by-case confidential basis to inform them if they need to comply with SAB 121. It looks like one firm even received a non-objection from the bulletin. It's incredible how big of a hole the SEC has dug itself into. Yet, despite the backtracking and the rebuke from both houses of Congress, earlier today, Chair Gensler indicated he would not rescind SAB 121 in response to a question from my friend across the aisle, Mr. Wiley Nickel. Chair Gensler, now that the Office of the Chief Accountant is picking and choosing who needs to comply with SAB 121, why wouldn't the SEC simply rescind SAB 121 entirely or issue a new guidance?
Stepping back, this guidance, it's the 121st. It's what we've been doing for 52 years. And it's guidance about what happens in bankruptcy, whose assets are there. And crypto bankruptcy after crypto bankruptcy, the bankruptcy courts have said it's not the investors, it's the bankruptcy estate. That's what that accounting bulletin is about. Is it a liability in bankruptcy, basically? And customers get hurt.
Let me reclaim my time, Mr. Chairman. Commissioner Peirce, what kind of signal?
Why is he not answering questions? What is the point of these hearings if Gary Gensler does not answer questions? Really? I don't understand why we waste taxpayer dollars sending everybody here to sit down and talk to Gary, which he doesn't say a word. We need yeses, we need nos, we need finite answers, or else he shouldn't be there and he shouldn't be chairman of the SEC.
Signal does it send when the SEC is carving out individual firms from its own staff accounting guidance on an one-off basis? What would be the approach you'd recommend instead of a response to the problems caused by SOB 121?
The approach I'd recommend is we need to go back to the drawing board. We need to figure out what the right accounting is in this area, and we need to do that involving the public in a process, not just putting out a staff bulletin. And then applying it, Chair Gensler mentioned earlier, it applies to public companies, and that's true. It applies on its face to public companies, but we've also applied it to broker-dealers, and now, as you pointed out, we're peeling it back for particular entities. There was a question earlier about why there's only one custodian in the ETP space, and one of the reasons is because of our SAB 121, which makes it very hard for people to be custodians in this space.
And think about the market concentration. There's been no accounting bulletin from the SEC that has ever been as fundamentally flawed as SOB 121, nor has there ever been one that has been considered a rule according to the GAO, and we certainly haven't seen 60 U.S. senators overturn any of the 120 previous accounting bulletins either. Something's amiss here. This does not look right for the SEC. The situation we're in today is indicative of a failure of your organization to recognize just how problematic SOB 121 has been. Chair Gensler, do you believe that SOB 121 has led to concentration risk because of how few entities are able to offer digital asset custody services?
I think it's actually the right accounting. Off-balance sheet accounting is also what, in part, got us into the 2008 crisis. So just remember, like, when people are trying to hide things and put them off balance sheet, it's not good. Also,
you talk about hiding things, Chairman Gensler. We don't even know what deals you're cutting on SOB 121 when you give a no objection letter to a different firm. Like, if we're going to talk about hiding things, let's talk about transparency. Let's talk about how do people in this country operate under our laws when your commission is doing backroom deals with one-off companies and writing them a no objection letter. That's not transparent. That's not in the interest of the American people. You can't follow rules that you don't know about. What's going on?
Oh my gosh. Yo, Mike freaking Flood. This man spitting straight up fire. It's a failure by the SEC indeed. It's a failure by the SEC indeed. Also, he said, how can you follow rules you don't know about? Thank you. So maybe I'm not totally delulu. Maybe I'm not totally insane that when I look at all of these cases and all the waste of taxpayer dollars and all the wasted money that could be a part of someone's salary to feed their family. Wow. I gotta cool off. This man, Mike Flood, praise you. Praise Mike Flood. Because the SEC is embarrassing. It is so bad for America. It doesn't help the economy. It doesn't protect consumers like the SEC is supposed to do. And again, how is the Security and Exchange Commission supposed to regulate a space that they don't even know if any part of it is actually a security or not? Which one is it? Even the CFTC. How would the CFTC regulate the crypto space if we don't know if they're commodities or securities? Because nobody says anything.
Accounting bulletin is the staff accounting bulletin is out, but also for years, companies come in, public companies, and said, this is how we're going to account for something. Do you object? And in this case, if it's remote from bankruptcy, if a company is going to go bankrupt and it's truly the customer's funds.
I'm going to hold you there.
Like this doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense, Gary. If you're cutting backdoor deals, if you're behind closed doors saying cha-ching, cha-choo, I'm going to hand you money, all this and that, and then you're going to put somebody out here and let them go and bypass SAB 121, that's corruption. That's corruption. Is that not the definition, backdoor deals with companies? Why don't we transparently get to see whose company gets to pass it? Go past SAB 121. It doesn't really matter for them. Does it matter for Prometheum, an SEC-regulated company that just decides to say ETH is a security without, again, a legal basis to say such thing?
Because I want to give your colleague a chance. Commissioner Peirce, I'd like to pose the same question to you. It's market concentration. Is that a risk from SOB 121?
It is a risk, and the accounting raises real questions about whether this is protective of investors or not. And so that's why I think we need to go out with a real process to try to figure this out.
At the end of the day, the SEC has to read the room. And the entire House of Representatives voted on this, and a majority of members of the House rebuked SOB 121, and the Senate, led by the opposing party, they passed it with 60 votes, including the majority leader. This is not a good look for the SEC. This should go away. This is bad policy. With that, I yield back.
Bad for the SEC, bad for America, and bad for the economy, and bad for Gary Gensler because he's going to lose his job. It's bad for America. These people are bad for America. And you know what? It makes us look weak. It makes us look bad, especially when even our own political leaders here are saying it, that we are so behind these other countries because of these old people. And we know that this is theater. Gary Gensler sits there and laughs at you because he knows that he's an actor. He knows that he's there to spit some whatever and let things go by and not answer real questions. Why in the world do we have these hearings if they do not have real questions answered? If they do not get answers, then he shouldn't have a job. Why is he able to stay in where he's at? I just don't get it. I just don't get it. And it frustrates me every day. Let's get young people that have the energy to sit there. Why don't we get an SEC chairman that's actually going to do something? This is not okay. It's not. Especially when Gary Gensler goes to South Korea and is having all these meetings with their SEC on how to regulate crypto when he hasn't regulated anything. Instead, he regulates by enforcement and goes to obliterate an industry that could actually put America first. Puts the fundamental rights of human beings and the fundamental rights of America first. And all of a sudden, this isn't allowed when in 2019, Gary Gensler literally wanted to work for Binance. Well, Hester Peirce agrees with us, and she says that the SEC has deliberately targeted crypto. And let's hear what she has to say. My uncle's in the chat. He said he's going to make some calls. Make some calls, Jimmy. I don't know what these calls are about, but make the freaking calls. Make the calls. Smash the likes. Share this out with friends. Pump up this right now. Pump up this stream. Because people need to see this. This is stuff that the mainstream media will not report. It's stuff that other people will not report. And I will. I will let you know the truth. I will let you know the truth.
I think what's happening is that we're trying to be ambiguous because the legal precision carries with it real implications. And this is why people have been coming to us and saying we need clarity. Is the token itself a security, or is it part of an investment contract? Is it being sold together with an investment contract? If it is, what is that investment contract, and how long does it track along with the token? By using imprecise language, we've been able to sort of suggest that the token itself is a security apart from that investment contract, which has implications for secondary sales. It has implications for who can list it. And I think this is absolutely, we've fallen down on our duty as a regulator not to be precise. And so tucking into a footnote that, yes, we admit that now actually the token itself is not a security, that's something that we should have admitted long ago and then started wrestling with the difficult questions.
Right. So
she straight up said, Hester Peirce, that before they said, oh, tokens were securities, which I believe they said in the Ripple lawsuit. And then now all of a sudden she's like, oh yeah, maybe like we messed up. And the tokens themselves are not securities. And if there's like investment contracts, then that's a security. But then what does that mean? They have no idea, which again, theater, I say. This is a script. This is a TV show where they have the plot. They have a storyline that runs for a few years. She said that the SEC should have been giving you these answers a long time ago. And yes, they should have. Because they cost so many companies money. They cost families money. And they cost the whole United States the reputation as an innovative, American people first country. Now this might be my favorite clip of the whole thing because it shows again how embarrassing Gary Gensler is. How embarrassing Gary Gensler is. Because we know that there was a project in like 2021, I believe it was, called Stoner Cats, that was run by Ashton Kutcher, Mila Kunis, and a bunch of other celebrities that starred in an animated series based on these NFTs, Stoner Cats. You buy the Stoner Cat, you get the NFT, then you get access to a TV show. In what way is that an investment contract? Well, it kind of compares to buying a ticket to a Yankee game. This is probably one of my best clips that we got from yesterday, and it is so bad. It's just as bad as Gary Gensler saying that he likes rom-coms and that he's allergic to cats. It's the most random you'll ever hear in your life, but golly, as Uncle Jimmy likes to say, here it is.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Mr. Gensler, suppose I were to sell you a Yankee ticket and tell you that the Yankee ticket could appreciate in value and could be resold at a profit in the secondary market. And as is the case with all sports tickets, suppose the proceeds from the sale of the Yankee ticket goes toward paying for the Yankee game. By selling you the Yankee ticket, am I entering into an investment contract with you and therefore conducting an unregistered security offering?
I appreciate the question. I don't know all the facts and circumstances, but I don't think so. I know where we're headed here, Representative, but I don't think so in that Yankee.
So a Yankee ticket is not, and why is the Yankee ticket not a security?
Well, it's really a question, and the courts have been clear on this, is the offer and sale.
Specifically with a Yankee ticket, though. When you're buying a Yankee ticket, what are you purchasing?
You're buying
access to a Yankee game. Is that fair to say?
I understand. It's been a while since I went to a Yankee game, but
fair enough.
That's...
You're welcome to a Yankee game.
I used to live in New York, and my three daughters were all born in New York.
So in the Stoner Cats case, the creators were selling an NFT that offered access to an animated web series. From the standpoint of federal securities law, is there a legal difference between buying a Yankee ticket that offers you the experience of a Yankee game and buying an NFT that offers you the experience of an animated web series?
Again, I don't want to comment on any one specific.
Well, it was a settlement, a fait accompli. It's not an ongoing litigation. You can comment on it.
But it's about how is something offered and sold, and is it offered and sold as an investment contract? Are individuals looking to a common enterprise anticipating profits based on the
well, I'm familiar with the definition. You're avoiding the question. See, here's the danger I see with the Gensler theory of investment contracts.
It's right? Actually the Supreme Court's theory of investment
your idiosyncratic interpretation of the Supreme Court's theory. The expectation or promise that an object could appreciate in value or that an object could be sold at a profit in the secondary market, that expectation or profit could be retrospectively attributed to just about any collectible or any consumer good or any piece of art or any piece of music. The trouble with the Gensler theory of investment contracts is that it's so open-ended that it lacks anything resembling a limiting principle. It blurs the line between collectible and security, between art and security.
Gary Gensler. What's that sound again? What did he say about us? We're
hucksters, fraudsters,
for 5 minutes.
Scam artists, Ponzi schemes.
Gary Gensler cannot answer questions. Oh, why is a Yankee ticket not a security? Oh, well, it's been a while since I've been to a Yankee game. I had, my two daughters, I went with them. They were born in New York. Gary, what the actual... that was not the question, nor the answer that you needed to give. No one asked you when you went to a Yankee game. No one asked you. We asked you how a Stoner Cats buying an NFT to get a TV show versus getting a Yankee ticket to enter a game. If it's a security, what's the difference? He could not answer the question. And if so, then why does he have the job he has? We need to restructure the SEC, fire Gary Gensler, and get a bipartisan group. And you know what? It shouldn't even be a partisan thing. It should be industry leaders, people like me that report the news, or that in the social media side. It should be people on the mining side, people from the politics side. It should be a mix of industry leaders that go and run this commission to put out legislation that's clear and coherent, so that way people could come and register. So that way people could run their business in the United States and not go overseas and other countries make the money while we're sitting here ridiculously losing money and scarring our people from being compliant. They want to be compliant. People want to go talk to the SEC, but if they do, they'll get a Wells notice and they'll be under fire and have to spend all their money fighting the SEC on a fight that shouldn't even be things. It should not even be a thing. Fire Gary Gensler. That was one of the worst things I've ever seen in my life. And again, Congressman William Timmons tweeted, Gary Gensler's SEC seems to have at best a misguided understanding of what constitutes as a security when it involves digital assets. Their approach to regulating anything remotely adjacent to blockchain, including art and airdrops, is predatory and in some cases borderline illegal. Again, this is what I say all the time. Where are the checks and balances? Doge, Department of Government Efficiency Commission, get it in here and get it started. Which administration takes over in November, I don't care. There should be a Doge. There should be a Doge. Checks and balances. Where are our taxpayer dollars going? And what battles are worth fighting here? When a lot of these should not have existed. The Ripple case should never have existed. The Coinbase case should never have existed. Kraken, Binance should never have existed. Glenn, thank you for being a member for 8 months. He said, thanks for the amazing content, as always, Miss Hipper. Well, thank you for taking part in the live stream, Glenn. Appreciate you, man. I do. How much crypto does Gary Gensler own? I would love to know. I would love to know. Now, Tom Emmer. Oh, boy, Tom Emmer. He is a king. Shout out to Tom Emmer. This man is a king. I love Tom Emmer. Honestly, I'm loving Mike Flood as well. Very savage Mike Flood. Also, Mr. Torres was cool, but he was very calm, cool, and collected about the whole thing. While Gary was literally sitting there laughing. Like, look at Gary. Look at this face. Look at this face. Look at this face. Look at that face. He's evil. He's evil. He's a huckster. He's looking to make some trouble. Guys, we have 99 likes. Pump it up right now.
Pump it up. You got to pump it up.
Tom Emmer is grilling Gary Gensler over crypto regulation. Take a gander at what Tom Emmer said, because he absolutely obliterated Sir Gary.
The SEC broke the law. Your attorneys lied to the court, and no one in your leadership here in D.C. has been held accountable. That tracks. Seems like business as usual here in Washington. Okay, switching gears very quickly. It's been recently reported that Vice President Harris has finally said she'd craft clear rules of the road for the digital asset space if she becomes president. Is this your approach too, sir, or do you think she's rebuking you because she doesn't think you've done a good enough job establishing these clear rules over the last 3 years of her administration?
I think that there's laws in place. If Congress wishes to change them, they'll change them. But we are enforcing the laws, and there are many
Reclaiming
people in
my
this
time.
field
So you don't
that are
think
not
she's
following
rebuking
the
you.
laws.
Reclaiming my time. Well, it's very interesting that you view your performance that way, because we have a litany of court cases, extraordinary confusion in the marketplace, and millions of Americans pining for clarity from you. You've abused the agency's enforcement tools, and you've even baited companies eager to comply with you, only to hit them with enforcement actions.
Word!
You've retaliated against businesses and people who have come before this committee to talk about the next generation of American finance. And perhaps, somehow, worst of all, you've made up the term crypto asset security. This term is nowhere to be found in statute. You made it up. You never provided any interpretive guidance on how crypto asset security might be defined within the walls of your SEC. Yet, you made the broad proclamation that you believe a majority of tokens are crypto asset securities. You did this, and you deliberately used this made-up term as the basis for your entire enforcement crusade over the past 3 years, only for your lawyers to retract it in a footnote to a court just last week. Your inconsistencies on this issue, sir, have set this country back. We could not have had a more historically destructive or lawless chairman of the SEC. And I yield back.
Destructive and lawless chairman of the SEC, period.
Hucksters, fraudsters, scam artists, Ponzi schemes.
This is the problem. He made up the term crypto asset security, which we've been saying the entire time, yet he wasted so many taxpayer dollars. He wasted millions of dollars of other people's lawyer funds. For what? For nothing. Nothing. It was a waste of time. And it's about time that the shots got fired. And Gary Gensler gets fired from his job. Gary Gensler has a lot of answering to do, and he's never done it. Never answered a question. Instead, he said to everybody, 3/4 of the crypto space are commodities, not securities, back when he was teaching at MIT. Oh, yet now he switches his tune. Yet now crypto asset securities. Oh, wait, but last week crypto asset securities didn't even exist because he made it up. Since when are people allowed to make up things? Only in this administration. Only with this SEC are they allowed to make things up. Why in the world is this allowed? Gary, you're fired, bro. You will get fired. Depending on the next admin, you will be fired. And thank gosh you will be fired, because the country will be so much better off without you being the SEC chair, specifically. Maybe he'll go back to MIT and teach some more blockchain stuff and flip his script again. That I wouldn't be surprised about. He'd be, oh, I'm here. I'm gonna teach some blockchain technology. The SEC has a lot of work to do, and a lot of people have to be held responsible for what's going on here. A lot of people. He's illegally doing things that, again, are not in his jurisdiction, has came after other people that don't even live in the United States. Exchange is not even based in the United States. They sought after. Dogecoin, is he a good actor? No. But is he a U.S. citizen? No. Was he ever in the U.S.? No. Did he ever target the U.S. specifically? Technically not, because this is a permissionless technology. Anybody could use it. Randy, you know why it's not fair? Because they make up their own rules. Exactly. They make things up. Why are they allowed to make things up? Because this is America. It no longer has checks and balances. Where was the democratic process? Where was Congress? And now we just sit here twiddling our thumbs. Oh, Gary, can you answer this question? And then he's like, I haven't been to a Yankee game in such a long time. My 3 daughters were born in New York. Nobody asked you about your kids. I feel bad for his children. Imagine asking your dad, Gary, for advice, and he's like, well, you actually have to go do this, and word salad. Like, he's a typical actor. Typical actor, does not answer questions, skirts around every question, laughs at everybody that asks him something. And is that okay? No. We need a new SEC. Restructure the SEC. Get people in the government that are under 40 and make it work. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Musical notes. We don't need your Gensler, just give us our bull run. Musical notes. _ Dogecoin :
Word.
_ rocket.
Julio, you sing that one. Alex, a lot of love to you, my friend. Otter, woo woo. No, I won't break my desk. My desk is pretty solid. Even though she's taking a little bit of a beating, but I'm upset. Gary should be held responsible for lying. He should be responsible for making things up. He should be held responsible for being the worst chairman that we've ever seen in the SEC. Desmond, thank you for the heart. Appreciate it. this isn't the end because we do have the Dems that, especially Maxine Waters, who is very iffy and was best friends with our boy SBF. She said we're running out of time and that we need to get a stablecoin bill compromise. And again, these stablecoin bills are sus. I could say I don't think I'm a fan of these stablecoin bills. I'm not. Because again, it does not have anything that's clear in it. And it also prevents new stablecoins from being created. They only want stablecoins that are based out of the United States, which means they would try to obliterate Tether and also any other stablecoin that, again, is not in the United States. Even under this stablecoin infrastructure bill, hello, USDC wouldn't even exist if this was in place before. So this is, again, just another thing that should not even happen. But Maxine Waters, the House Financial Services Committee's ranking Dem, suggested in the hearing on Tuesday that she and the Republican chairman should finish a bill this year to regulate stablecoin issuers, saying, I want us to strike a grand bargain on stablecoins and other long overdue bills. I strongly believe we can reach a deal that prioritizes protections for our nation's consumers and strong federal oversight. In what way has the SEC protected anybody in this industry? It has not. It has not. Instead, it's taken money and ruined lives. She said, we're running out of time to pass this. Well, no sheesh. Well, no sheesh. Gary might be fired in January. Gary's only got a few months left if, depending on the admin that goes through and makes it. And as they're pushing for stablecoin bills to be passed, and they also have said in the past that BUSD, Binance's stablecoin, was a security, had it stopped being issued and whatnot, and then said over a year later, never mind, it's not a security. Well, now we have a settlement with the SEC over stablecoin investing with Trust Token and TrueCoin.
Thank you. You're welcome. Thank you. You're welcome. Thank you. You're welcome.
Department of Government Efficiency.
Doge. Yes, Lord of Cages, yes. Jimmy, where's my uncle in the chat? Give me a freaking golly. Give me a golly right now. I need a golly in the chat before I lose my mind. This is so embarrassing. Trust Token and TrueCoin now rebranding under the umbrella of Archblock, apologies, settled accusations that they knowingly misrepresented the backing of True USD stablecoin and offered securities tied to it without properly registering, according to the SEC. California-based firms which didn't admit or deny wrongdoing in their settlement had claimed TUSD enjoyed the $1-to-$1 reserves, while the stablecoin's issuer was instead investing in a speculative and risky offshore commodity fund, according to the agency. The companies agreed to pay $163,766 each in fines, and TrueCoin will return nearly $400,000 in profits and interest, assuming a federal court approves the settlement. They've also agreed to not violate relevant securities laws. Again, what relevant securities laws are there when the securities laws do not exist? They do not exist. And if they're offshore, then what in the world are they talking about? Who are they talking about? Hold on, TikTok's about to take me out. Give me a second. Okay. What are they talking about? I need answers. What are the securities laws that they can't violate anymore? Even if you look at the Ripple settlement, they can't violate any more securities laws. What were the laws they were violating? There are no crypto asset securities to begin with. Apparently, crypto asset security was made up. So what about this was a security? What? Oh wow. Moving on, guys. This was a crazy show, bro. Crazy show. Crazy. What time is it? Oh my gosh, it's been an hour. Okay, all right. Keeping it cool. Do we have any chart requests? Is that a thing today? Would you guys like to do that? Let's do some chart requests. Let me know. Holger, hello. Brinko, hello. Julio is chillin'. Lasers says Gal Lee. Verhoofty, nice to see you. John Legend is chillin'. Mike Goats, nice to see you. Give me a golly as well. Hexologist is here. True is here. All set is chillin'. Memory Man is chillin'. All right. Oh, DFran, hello. Bitnuendo, Joey420. Welcome to the show. Ringa, Wolf, hi. Guys, if I didn't say hello to you, please say hello to me. You could yell at me. It's fine. And we're going to get after it. DFran said thank you for whoever gifted the memberships. We've had a lot of membershippery here, so yes, enjoy it. Guys, if you haven't yet, please drop an emoji for me. Let's drop some, let's do some Doge emojis. Let's do some Doge emojis because we have some Doge emojis. So use them. So use your Doge emojis. We're going to look at Doge as well. Let's take a look at Doge. Give me your chart requests. We'll write Michael C. Doge is just below 11 cents. We actually did tap 11 cents, and so that's cool. Now, 10 cents is a major psychological level. You want to stay above 10, specifically 10.5. 9.5 is your bearish. Bullish is 12.25, which means we could really have a nice push here with Doge. We're up, or actually down 0.29% today. Green dot was printed on the momentum. It seems like maybe the momentum is going a little bit too crazy because, again, when we get around this range, typically we have a red dot printed. VWAP is okay. It's flat, but still bullish. The RSI we'll check in a second. The money flow is meh. Meh money flow. It's mid. Also, we have a mid-range bullish RSI, which is kind of nice. I like it. Let's enjoy it. Let's keep it there. Let's keep it there. Stay bullish, my friends. Gen X DGen, welcome to the show. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Mike Play, hello, welcome. All right, let's do some chart requests. I see that I got some, so let's do that. Give me a second. What do we got? I think we have Cardanzo I saw. Was that what I see here? Cardanzo, okay. Let's do some Cardanzo. Hovering at 38 cents right now. We're down 0.72%. Again, we're looking at 38 cents as your bearish, 38 flat. We're at 38.5 right now. Bullish, you're looking at 40 cents. And then even more bullish is the 200-day SMA at 44.5 cents. Right now, we have a green dot that shot that momentum. Again, maybe a red dot would be printing around this range, as it seems like the market is cooling off a little bit today. VWAP is flat, still bullish. And then we have the money flow, which I'm hoping is about to cross the zero line because it's so close. Also, the RSI is near overbought right now, which it needs to cool off quite a bit. So it would make sense if Cardano price action slipped maybe below this 38 cents. But again, 38 cents is your neutral. That's what you really want to hold and form as support. As we've seen in the past, a lot of selling pressure at 38 cents, dating all the way back to 2022. Let's see, we got...
Thank you. You're welcome. Thank you. You're welcome. Thank you. You're welcome.
You and your family be safe the next Corporal Days. Smile hugs.
Well, thank you, Joe. Well, thank you, Joe. We will do our best. I appreciate you. We're trying to get all of our stuff. Oh, wait. I have cookies. Okay, hold on, my friends. Cookies, cookies, cookies. So I baked some cookies. Hold up. Guys, also I have this thing that's supposed to jumpstart a car. This could jumpstart a vehicle, but it also has like some ports and stuff. So you see like the little jumper cable thing on there. So yeah, we're gonna be able to charge up some stuff with that. So we have some portable chargers. We have that could literally jumpstart a vehicle. And then we went out and bought some last minute stuff yesterday, some more things today. And so I baked some cookies last night out of like panic and stuff. I gave a lot of them away. I will probably continue to bake more and give more away. But here you guys go. Grab an oatmeal cookie. I have plain too, so don't get upset if you don't like the raisins, okay? Give me a second. Everybody on TikTok, grab a cookie. Hold on, YouTube. One second. TikTok's got to grab. Okay, TikTok, did you grab a cookie yet? TikTok, let me know. Grab a cookie. I see you, Desmond. Did you grab a cookie? All right. All right. And now YouTube, here's the raisin ones. Grab a cookie. Grab a cookie. Hello, my friends. Did you get any cookies? No. No. I see you, no. You're getting feisty, no. I see you, no. Grab a cookie. Grab a cookie. I need to see cookie emojis. Did you grab a cookie, my friends? Do we have cookie emojis? We need membershippery so everybody can drop a cookie emoji. Did you guys grab a cookie? I need to see cookie emojis. Confirm. Confirm. Okay. Now, don't get upset. Don't get upset. Don't get upset. Damn, they actually got... Well, oh, Ronell is here. Hello, Ronell. Draco, Skeet the Geek. Hello. All right, so... All right, don't get upset. Don't get upset. Hold on. I also have plain ones with no raisins, right? These are my preferred cookie. I prefer cookies with no raisins. So if you guys want a plain one, here you go. Ronell, grab some for the children. Grab some for the children. There you go. Everyone, share. Share. Okay, there you go. There you go. Do we all have a cookie? All right. There's no peanut butter in there, but I guess you could dip them in peanut butter. I don't see why not. But here you go. Oh my gosh, it smells so good. Maybe one day I should do like a cookie auction, but I don't think I could hold an auction on YouTube. But one day, like if anyone is so compelled, then I would try to overnight ship. But I don't know, is that possible? Also, I'm not a business. I can't like feed people. Mama says raisins and cookies are the devil. That's so funny, dude. You can smell them. They're delicious. They smell fire. I'm not going to lie. They're actually really good. But yeah, make sure you share. Make sure you share. You're too old for cookies. My friend, no one's too old for cookies. No one. Someone said, I want chocolate chip. I'm fat. I do make chocolate chip cookies too. Crunchy or chewy. They're like, the texture of these is really nice. Like, so the texture is really on point. So you see like right here, soft, nice. Look at that. Look at the little thickness in there. Looks so good.
You're welcome. Thank you. You're welcome. Thank you. You're welcome.
Hip greater than crumble _cookie. Don't even play.
Oh, girl, baby, girl.
Oh, girl, baby, girl. Don't even play. Oh, girl, baby, girl. Don't even play.
Bing bong.
Yeah, so my cookies, they're not necessarily crunchy.
Give me a cookie now.
No, not these. You don't get these.
I can't watch this anymore. I need a cookie now. I want the raisin ones. Thank you. Guys.
The camera's right here.
Look at this. Looky. I'm going to eat this right now.
Do the cookies have sugar? Of course they have sugar in there. And there's a lot of sugar in there. Freaking no, I actually can't look at your comments, bro. How do you get too old for cookies? I don't know. We have to have our friend on TikTok explain that. My dad's like, I want a cookie. I was like, you're not getting these, bro. You can get the raisins. Not allowed to have these. Crazy. Literally, my dad, like he gets mad. He gets upset, and he's like, oh, why are you doing plain cookies? Like, no one freaking wants raisins. I don't want raisins. I know other people want raisins. I gave away a lot of them yesterday. I gave away like half the, like I would say a good 15-20% of the batch yesterday to somebody, one of my neighbors, because they got us a little grill. Emma, maybe Emma could grab that. Emma, can you grab the grill? Emma, I'm gonna text Emma. Bring grill, please. So we have a major hurricane headed this way. Bricks over here, bro. I'm scared. I'm not okay. I'm like literally not okay. Last time we had like a tropical storm that turned into a Cat 1 by the time it got here, and I was losing my mind. I was losing it. I did not like it. It was literally like I had my shade closed at night. Obviously, I'm not looking out this darn window at night, and so window was closed. Emma, what are you freaking banging? Okay, hold on. It's heavy. Okay, wait. Ugh. So a neighbor of ours, I was like, yo, I don't got like one of these, like, what if the power goes out? How do I cook? Because I don't live in New York anymore, so I don't have a gas stove. And so this is a little grill. Hold on. The grill, 2-burner camp stove. And you can see you could put like a little skillet, freaking skillet. on there. You could make some brew up them Joe. It says it's a 200 square inch chrome plated cooking surface. It seems. Again, you don't need to plug it in. So if the lights go out, then we have something to cook with. You see the little breakfast on the bottom. Maybe a little inspiration. So yeah, I'm a little scared. Also, the neighbor also got some propanes. So everyone in the chat that's saying you need propane, we got some. So we have our little grill now. Very cute. Very, very demure and all those things that TikTokers say. But yeah, so we have a little grilly. I'm so excited for that. Actually, I'm not excited for that. I hope I actually don't have to use it. But I don't know if I should leave. Am I in the direct hurricane path? Basically, yes. I think it's like, hold on. Basically, if the hurricane eye is here, like here, I'm like right here. Like I'm right outside the eye. So, yeah, I'm horrified. So I have I have this little griddle. We have some cookies. We got like 3 cases of water that are like 28 in a pack or something. So we have a lot of water, but I'm losing the noodles, my friends. I do not want to be in this hurricane. Make sure you check those connections. Sometimes you need adapters. Yeah, so I'm gonna look at that after I'm gonna unbox this and make sure I don't need anything else. And if I do, last minute store run. But even if I don't know, we're supposed to be basically in the eye. Yeah, so I think I'm gonna try to use that if the power goes out. I'm hoping that I'm not on. I hope I'm not in that, and we'll be okay. But again, we're looking at Bitcoin. We're trying to hit 64,000. I'll try to watch the charts as this hurricane rolls in. It's supposed to roll in by, I think, tonight or this afternoon. So, yeah. Trigger X. Why are we upset, Trigger X? And Ronell is right. Listen to Ronell, Trigger. That's the dirty side. Prepare for a direct hit. Yeah, I'm prepared-ish. I hope I'm prepared. That's the hope that I am prepared. But yeah, so I have a lot of stuff to do. I have a lot of things to do like right now after this, after I get off the stream. So that's the plan, is to just tackle what I need to get done. We also passed our goal. Let's get it for subscribers. Wick, there you are. He said you got stuff to charge your phones. You got some books and other non-electric entertainment. No, we don't. I heard that my neighbor, though, has some board games, so I asked if they could give me some. But yeah, if there's no power, there's no stream. So if you guys see that I'm not alive, you guys know that something happened and my power is out. Ideally, again, I'm hoping that's not the case and that we're going to be okay. So yeah. Yeah, I'm looking to be prepared. Joe Harvey says better to be prepared, not need it, than need it, not be prepared. Exactly, word. Yeah, so that's... David G said tweet updates later so we don't get worried. I am going to keep tweeting as long as I could. Also, shout out to Wick and Wifey Wick. They're going to get slammed by this storm as the track is now. So I'm scared for y'all. I hope you're safe. Mikhail said the Radar Omega apps lets you track if you want it. Extremely useful. Emma, can you write that down? Emma, write down Radar Omega. Emma's good with the radar and the weather and all that. She looks at that. But yeah, so we're going to hope for the best. I'm hoping that the rain isn't bad. I'll keep streaming. Apparently I am close to the eye. So I don't know. Get to know the neighbors. I did. There's one guy below me that's under us, and he has a family. I was like, yo, you need to get off that first floor. And I said to find an empty apartment in the complex and see if he could get one on a higher floor. If not, we're gonna have some refugees in our apartment for sure. But yeah, guys, thank you guys so much. I'm gonna go prepare for this hurricane. I'm a little bit worried, but it's going to be okay. So, guys, please, if you haven't yet, smash the like, subscribe to the channel, share it out with friends. I'm going to keep you updated. I'm also working on a vlog of the whole experience, so we'll see how it all turns out. But I'll talk to you guys later. I'll be here tomorrow if my internet is not out. And so, yay! Guys, if you haven't yet, listen to Piano Maddie B.
Why don't you like and subscribe and share this video?
Thank you guys so much. I appreciate every single one of you guys. Special like, subscribe, share it out with friends. I'll be back tomorrow at 9:45 a.m. Have a great day. And as always, stay zesty. Peace.
Hucksters.
Oh, come on,
Fraudsters.
Gary. Like, go hang out with
Scam
SBF
artists.
and his bestie in jail.
Ponzi schemes.